Even though in the main poster Wolverine is posed like this, there really isn't a moment in the movie where he goes, "Ah!" like he did 6 times in X-Men Origins Wolverine. So the Wolverine takes place sometime after the events of X-Men The Last Stand, and thankfully not the end of X-Men Origins Wolverine. We find Logan/Wolverine, played again by Hugh Jackman, where he's basically living in the woods, without a home. He's grown a big beard and a mullet. He's basically a bum. While at a bar one night, a mysterious woman comes in by the name of Yukito, who brings Logan to Tokyo, Japan, to meet her boss, Yashida, a veteran who wants to thank Logan for saving his life during the bombing of Nagasaki during World War II. However, it appears that Yashida and his family want a little something more than just a simple visit. Now, as I mentioned before, and I cannot stress this enough, I absolutely hate X-Men Origins Wolverine. I thought it was the worst superhero movie ever made. You can check out my review on why, but basically it made me lose complete faith in the franchise and any Marvel films that were not part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Once X-Men First Class came out, however, my faith was restored in the franchise in a big way, and that small cameo that Hugh Jackman had in the movie was more well done than the entirety of X-Men Origins Wolverine. But I was still a little hesitant about this movie, especially for a while I thought it was going to follow up X-Men Origins Wolverine. Luckily, there are 2 things. One, this follows up X-Men The Last Stand, as I mentioned earlier, which is still a crap movie, but I guess if you had to pick one turd, go with the one that has corn in it. And second of all, this is a complete redemption for Wolverine in film. Hugh Jackman, after delivering a bad performance in X-Men Origins Wolverine, really made me believe he was Wolverine again. He gave all the characteristics of the character, all the lines that you'd expect Wolverine to say, and once again, he's a badass. The girl that plays Yukito, the bright red-headed Japanese girl, was really good, and I thought her character was pretty interesting, and she and Hugh Jackman did have unique chemistry together for as brief as it was, because I like the camaraderie between the two. Again, it's not much, but it's something. And the special effects were once again good. Wolverine's claws looked convincing, the Silver Samurai looked pretty fucking cool, and it's especially nice to see good special effects in an X-Men movie after the fake effects in X-Men Origins Wolverine. And as much as I love First Class, the movie did have some pretty shitty effects. I also love seeing Japan. There's a lot of gorgeous cinematography throughout the movie that really glorifies Japan, especially the snowy village at night when Wolverine's fighting all those ninjas. That looks beautiful. And Japan is one of those things that made me see the 3rd Fast and the Furious movie, Tokyo Drift, as somewhat of a guilty pleasure, though this is not a guilty pleasure because I actually like this movie. There are a few setbacks to the movie, however. It's not all perfect. While I did think that most of the people did a good job, the actress who plays Madame Viper, whose name I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce, I thought if there was one actor that was lacking, I thought she was it. She just didn't seem all that interesting to me. The early action scenes in the movie I didn't think were filmed all that well. There's a lot of shaky cam, and there were admittedly some unintentionally goofy moments, but luckily the action scenes got better as the movie went along. And also those goofy moments are very few in between. That's as really much detail as I can give about the negatives of the movie, because they might be a bit distracting for some people, some might go along with it. Though The Wolverine is not a flawless movie, I wouldn't even consider it my favorite X-Men movie. It is a good and entertaining entry in the series. It reminded me of why Hugh Jackman made an excellent Wolverine, and why a lot of the cartoons and video games would model Wolverine after Hugh Jackman's performance. And it even made me more excited about the next movie, X-Men Days of Future Past, which, by the way, stick around during the credits for a clip or a sneak peek to Days of Future Past. I think X-Men fans, you're gonna like it. So, the Wolverine, again, is not faultless. There are some goofy moments, but I think it's really good. It's just not great. But it is definitely another redemption to the X-Men film series. So that's my review for the Wolverine. Leave a comment if you've seen the movie. Subscribe to my channel for more movie reviews in the future. Check out my other channel, AlexG8462. Tell your friends about me. This has been The Cinemas with Mr. Robinson. And remember, know it before you see it. See you guys later.